the next day.
Huh. What's up, everybody? My name is Scott and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics, and today I have something very cool to show you, the world's first and only 4-bore suppressor. And I also have this brand new custom 6x6 gun wall that was made by Hold Up Displays, and I absolutely love it. But I had one problem. How am I going to haul this thing around? Well, I did some thinking and I decided to do what any sensible, financially responsible human being would do. I bought a monster truck. You know, I kind of have a problem destroying vehicles, so I felt like it was time to finally get something that could withstand my destructive personality. So naturally, the only option was a monster truck. This thing has been vinyl wrapped with OD green and all of my logos. You have Ride the Lightning, just put a thumb in it, and my logo on the hood. The wheels on this thing are absolutely massive. I am 6'1", just so you have some perspective, and to the top is about 12 foot tall. It's a 7.3 diesel with a swamp tune, massive injectors, and all kinds of other nifty features. Has a roll cage installed and is pretty much Scott proof. And to top it all off, it has a custom 6x6 gun wall made by Hold Up Displays that attaches to my trailer hitch. But that's enough about my monster truck. Let's talk about the 4-bore suppressor we have today. So, if you are new to the channel and you do not know what a 4-bore is, this is one here. This is a Christian Firearms single shot falling block 4-bore. This thing has a 1-inch diameter bore, fires a 2,150 grain projectile, and produces about 200 pounds of felt recoil and weighs a little over 20 pounds. Pretty much, it's about as big as you can go when it comes to a safari rifle. This thing can take on just about any land animal in the world and some creatures from other dimensions. Now, the only problem with a 4-bore rifle is it's kind of loud. But today we have a solution to that problem, thanks to Silencer Shop and Huxworks, who decided to set out on this crazy adventure with me and create the world's first and only 4-bore suppressor. So for this project, I needed another 4-bore. This is a Christian Firearms Jones underlever single shot 4-bore, which has been threaded to fit this massive suppressor on it. This thing is 13 inches long, weighs almost 8 pounds, so it's very front heavy, and is about 3.5 inches in diameter. This 4-bore had to lose its front sight to be threaded for this suppressor, so I had to have a rail installed for a red dot. I am so happy and excited to have this project completed. A huge thank you to Silencer Shop and Huxworks for creating the world's largest shoulder-fired suppressor. Now, let's go get set up and try this thing out. So before we get started, I want to give you an idea of how big 4-bore is in case you don't know, and just how big this suppressor is. So here I have some ammunition you may be familiar with. We have 5.56, 308, 12 gauge, 700 nitro, that's a 1,000 grain round, and 50 BMG, that is a 650 grain round. And here they are compared to the 4-bore, which is 1 inch in diameter, and this thing is 2,150 grains. And this is the 4-bore suppressor, and here it is compared to a normal suppressor. This is a Nomad 30 made by Dead Air. I know some of you may not have suppressors, so let me compare it to some other things. Here it is compared to a Coca-Cola. Here it is compared to a can of whipped cream. And here it is compared to a 2-liter of Mellow Yellow. So first things first, we need a baseline to compare the suppressed 4-bore to. So we're going to shoot the regular falling block 4-bore first with a full power round, and then we will shoot the suppressed 4-bore. 2,150 grain 4-bore round, and this is full power. This will be moving at supersonic speeds. Okay. let's ride the lightning. All right, let's put this up here. Get rid of these earplugs because I shouldn't need them. And now we're going to shoot the suppressed 4-bore with subsonic 4-bore rounds. So instead of a falling block, this is a Jones underlever. You just pull this, opens right up. We'll load our subsonic 4-bore round. And we are good to go. Subsonic 4-bore, 2,150 grains, moving at under 1,000 feet per second. Suppressed. Here we go. That is quite a difference, not only in sound, but also recoil. So up next, we're gonna take another shot with the suppressed 4-bore with subsonic 4-bore rounds at this steel target. Normally, I can knock one of these things over, so I'm very curious to see how much power we're still putting out with these subsonic rounds. And just to prove that these things are truly subsonic, we're gonna shoot it over this chronograph. Now, this magical device will measure the speed of our bullets and doubles as an error code scanner for my monster truck. Another subsonic 4-bore round. Let's see if we can actually hit that steel target and not hit the chronograph. Here we go. Still knocked over that steel target. And we are looking at 945 feet per second with a 2,150 grain bullet suppressed. So I am very surprised that we knocked over our steel target with a subsonic round. It's only moving at 945 feet per second, but with a 2,150 grain round, that means it's producing upwards of 4,200 foot-pounds of muzzle energy with a subsonic round. That's like being point blanked with a 300 Win Mag. I would say that the suppressed 4-bore is nothing to shake a stick at. I have shot zombie torsos, body armor, and all kinds of other things with the 4-bore, but now I need to know what would happen if I hit them with a suppressed subsonic 4-bore round. Well, I have here a Ballistic Dummy Labs zombie torso. This thing has lifelike flesh, bones, organs, and has been zombified with green blood. And I'm gonna cover it with some Premier body armor, level 3A soft armor, and see what would happen if you hit a zombie covered in body armor with a suppressed 4-bore. Okay, here we go. Oh, I think that went through. Okie dokie. Well, a rainstorm came in all of a sudden, so we had to take a quick break, but now we are back about 30 minutes later. Let's take a look at this armor. I do not believe that the 4-bore went through. It definitely stopped it. It stopped a full power 4-bore round the first time we did this about a year ago, and it sucked the body armor into the zombie torso almost completely through it. Well, with the subsonic round, it still did not go through it. and it does appear that it pressed that body armor into the zombie, but then it popped right out. So I would say that even though that body armor stopped the subsonic 4-bore round, I don't think it's gonna stop the energy. Oh, look at that. Holy cow. That is a big piece of lead. Yeah! So now I have some body armor that will stop quite a bit more than level 3A soft armor. This is a Premier body armor level 3 plus Fortis plate. This is a ceramic plate, and I'm not really sure what it's rated for, but I do know that it stops a lot. It's pretty much ate everything I've thrown at it. We're gonna put this on the zombie torso, and I have a armored mask, which is supposed to stop up to 44 Magnum, but we found it doesn't do a super good job. This is not made by Premier Body Armor. I'm not really sure who makes this, but we're gonna strap this to the zombie also. I say we go for the face mask first. Oh my. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, I thought that was the back. That's the front. Look at that. Just got punched right in the nose. And then, oh, that's not a good sign. Well, he's not looking too great. And actually, right here on the ground, it's still warm. There is the 4-bore round, and you can see the pattern from the fibers in that mask pressed into that round. He's missing his whole noggin. Oh dear. Let's see here. I can move that. Oh gosh. Oh, that's awful. I don't know if it would be any better to just not be wearing the mask at all. The good news is if you encounter a zombie wearing an armored mask, it's not gonna matter. Let's get rid of that right there. Okay, now let's shoot the ceramic plate. Okie dokie. Subsonic 4-bore coming at a ceramic plate. Here we go. Whoa. So already I can say that you would be a lot better off wearing a Fortis level 3 plus ceramic plate rather than a soft armor plate when it comes to subsonic 4-bore. It looks like it actually absorbed a lot of the energy and it caught the round. Now you still, I mean, you'd really feel that, but nowhere near as much as you would feel it with soft armor. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I have never seen a round expand like that on a plate. Okay, as you can see, it stopped it. And that thing turned into an absolute pancake. That is insane. You know, I think I may like subsonic 4-bore more than I like full power 4-bore. Well, we pretty much destroyed all the body armor and answered all my questions. So now there's only one thing left to do, and that is to point blank what is left of this zombie torso. Here we go. just as I suspected, that blew right through the zombie, no problem. Now, that is a very slow-moving round and is a very big piece of lead. So, you need a little more than just a zombie bust to get something like that to expand and transfer energy. It just kind of plowed right through him and went over there into the dirt. And, well, it's just right here. Here's where it hit, and there is the 4-bore round. I think this is the first time I have ever recovered every single 4-bore round I have fired. Well, we almost did. The one that hit the steel, there's no recovering that. I've had a lot of fun shooting this suppressed 4-bore, and I've been quite impressed with it, but we are still left with quite a bit of zombie torso. That's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure and give it a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future awesome content. Also, be sure and check me out on all other social media platforms. Links to those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a limited 4-year anniversary 50 Cows Make My Neck Itch shirt. Also, be sure to let me know what you thought about the Hux Works 4-bore suppressor in the comment section down below, along with what do you think about the monster truck and what should we name this thing? Ugh.